This is the world's largest soil block right here. This is a 4x4, 4 feet by 4 feet. Hi, this is Tim from Garden Hands. Today we're going to try and transplant some of our tomatoes. We started them on the 1st of March, and today is the 14th of April, and they've grown way too fast. Or we didn't harden them back as quick as we thought we probably should have. So we have some. This is one of the bigger ones here. This one's 2 feet tall, and it's in this cup, which the cup isn't that big, and I'm sure that it's root bound pretty bad right now. We'll take and cut one of these apart and show you what it looks like. To transplant our tomatoes, we're gonna split an IBC Tote in half and lay it down. So we'll have 2 containers in when we do that. And hopefully it's deep enough that we can find enough potting soil at wherever that we can put all these in, and we're going to put a piece of cardboard on the bottom, we think, so our roots don't get down to the bottom, and then try and divide it with cardboard into squares. We haven't decided what size to divide it into, maybe 8 inches square or something like that, 6-8 inches, and get it deep enough that we can bury those down in a good foot. And then we think we'll be safe for the next month and a half before we have to put them in the ground. So we'll get this split and then we'll go from there. In this IBC Tote. And IBC stands for Intermediate Bulk Container. Just had to learn that the other day. I looked on YouTube. Anyway, so we're going to put cardboard in, and we're going to try and make about 6-inch squares. So they'll be about 8 inches tall, and they'll be 6-inch squares, and we'll make slot or cuts in them every 6 inches, and we can mesh them together. And we're going to leave the corners open. We figured that out. We'll not put a plant in the corners so that we have a way to start getting into them when we try and take them out. So we're going to try and get this out of the cup here. that's what our plants look like after 1st of March. So we took our cup off from there, and they aren't, the root bound part of them isn't as bad as I thought it was. It shouldn't be that much, I guess, but these are gonna survive pretty good, I think. If we transplant them now into this big one and then transplant them again in the spring, later spring. They look good and healthy. I think we're gonna make a better plant out of them doing this. So here we go.
So much for marking all of the varieties.
Well, we got the cups so far, but
They should all be there.
we got 3 different ones already. We're really proud of ourselves. We labeled every cup. First we started with a stick and put it in every row of tomatoes when we were in their soil blocks. Kept track of the variety and the day we planted them. Then we moved them into the cups. We wrote down our planting date and the variety on every cup, all 140 of them. And we got half of these put into one of these IBC totes. And we forgot to keep track of which ones they were. We're gonna use them as our own produce. We aren't trying to sell them. We're gonna use them to make pasta and soup and V8 juice and whatever else we're gonna make, salsa. So we kind of goofed on that. We forgot which ones were which, and that's the way it goes. So we've transplanted our super tall tomatoes. Anyway, we've got dirt. You can probably, I guess you can see it, it's this deep. So it's about 8 inches deep in there. And we're probably gonna keep filling a little bit of dirt just to keep these, to get them stabilized a little bit. This is the 3rd day they've been in here, and we put them outside. That's why we got the skid loader here. We got a skid loader to move our tomatoes. Cool. Anyway, they seem to be doing good. It's only 3 days since we transplanted, so they're a little bit in shock yet. There's a couple of them that are looking real healthy. There's a couple that are adapting, but we'll keep setting them outside as the weather permits. Thanks for watching, and hope you stay tuned for some more videos. We got some other interesting things coming up, and we're gonna obviously plant these in the garden, but it'll be 2-3 weeks yet. So thanks again. Click that subscribe and like button, and we'll see you next time.